Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you once again for tuning in. In today's video, I will be reviewing the newest handbag in my handbag collection, and that is the, drumroll please, ta-da! Lady Dior. So without further ado, let's get started. So I have spoken about the Lady Dior time and time again on this channel, so I won't really get into the fine details about the history of the Lady Dior. You can tune into my other videos if you're interested in that. But basically, it was a bag that was designed for Princess Diana for her trip to France in 1995. And the following year, Dior did release the bag to the general public, and they renamed it the Lady Dior. It was originally named the Chouchou. So Princess Diana really did enjoy this bag. I mean, she was photographed on numerous occasions carrying her bag, and over time she did collect a bunch of different ones. The original one that was gifted to her was the black leather version with the Cannage motif stitching, which I'm sure you all know about. So this time for this bag, I did decide to go for something a little different. Personally, I needed a little change in my collection, a little poof or spark. So here she is. So this is the Lady Dior two-way trotter bag. So I just love the bag. It was love at first sight as soon as I saw her. And basically, I know I'm always one to say to go for the classic version of the bag. It's timeless, blah, 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 blah. But for this one, I really wanted something different. I needed a little change. So I did decide to go for this color scheme. And basically, as soon as I saw it, I love the yellow. I love the shade of yellow. It is kind of like a pastel-y, but not really pastel yellow. And it does match a lot of my wardrobe. I mean, it matches all my favorite neutrals: gray, white, black, navy, brown, beige, cream, you name it. It does go very well with it. It's a bag I can wear in spring and summer, obviously, because of the color. But also, I can get away with wearing it in the winter time and in the fall, if I mix it up with more of my browns and like black outfits. So it is something I can use a lot, and I don't think I will ever get fed up of it, just because it is a classic silhouette and the color is just, you know, a little different. And I do feel that lately I have been reaching out more for my colorful or different bags. So what I love about this one is that, I mean, it is a classic bag with a little twist to it. So I do love that it is in patent leather. As you can see, it is a little shiny, so it's not in their like lambskin leather, it's really in their patent. And what I do love is that it is durable. That hasn't changed. I love durable bags, especially my favorites and my classics, my ultra classics. I like them to be durable just because I want them in pristine condition for as long as possible. So as you can imagine, I did purchase this bag pre-loved. This version of the Lady Dior was released in 2001. And if you look very closely, you can see that the Cannage pattern was replaced by the oblique motif for this style and model. And it does look, when you do look very closely, it does look embossed, but the bag is still, however, very smooth. And what I do like is that, yes, it is the oblique and it basically says Dior everywhere, but you have to look very closely to see it. So it's not as logo-y as it could be. It's more of like a subtle oblique pattern. So it's like yellow on yellow. And honestly, from afar, you can't really see it. I didn't notice. I saw there was some kind of texture or motif to it when I did see it from afar. And as I got closer, I did notice it was the oblique, but from far, you can't really tell. So all the hardware on the bag is in gold color, and the front of the bag versus the back of the bag are identical. The only difference is that the front does have the Dior charm hanging from it, which is very characteristic of the Lady Dior. And what I did love about this bag, as opposed to like their more recent models that they are selling right now, is that it is zipper closure. So as you can see, my items or my personal belongings will be safely stowed in the bag. And so the zipper is in white, and we have a zipper pull in gold hardware with kind of a CD, their classic or vintage logo, CD in an oval. I will say though, the bag, it isn't the smoothest zipper, so the bag isn't the easiest to get into and out of, but I mean, as long as my belongings are safe, I can't complain. Yes, the zipper is a little stiff, but the bag as well is very rigid and stiff, so it won't be losing its shape. And honestly, the Lady Dior is not a slouchy type of bag, so you really do want something rigid and stiff that will keep its shape. There's nothing more horrible than a bulky or bulgy Lady Dior. So this one, I am not worried. The shape will remain as is for a long time to come, even if I don't have, like, let's say a bag shaper for it. So the handles of the Lady Dior are the classic handles we all know and love. So it is double handled, and they are kind of stiff and like hard, and they are attached to the bag by the gold rings. Now the handles of the bag are in smooth patent leather. There is no oblique pattern or motif to them. They do seem to be a little lighter than the body of the bag. I don't know if that was intentional and the bag was made that way, or they just faded over time. Either way, I don't really mind. I kind of like it, the mismatch of the colors, and I feel like it gives the bag a little bit of character. So another great characteristic of this bag is that it does have 4 feet under it, so that the bottom of the bag is protected. And they are honestly in pristine condition. I don't think she was ever put on the floor, which is right up my alley, and I'm very happy about that. So the stitching on the bag is in this creamy whitish color, the same color as the zipper basically, but it blends in very well into the yellow. You really have to look closely in order to see that it's white and not yellow. So the interior of the bag is in beige, and it's in this like kind of like canvas, but like kind of like waterproof or resistant, not waterproof necessarily, but like a kind of a resistant like kind of canvas. It kind of feels almost like the canvas of a Longchamp bag. Almost, not quite, but close enough. And it is in beige color. There is one pocket in the bag that is zipped shut, so you can zip it open or shut. So you can keep your more important personal belongings in that little pocket and shut it with a zipper. So this bag is called a two-way because you can hold it by its top handles, which is how you typically see a Lady Dior being held. But it also comes with a shoulder strap that you can attach to the bag. So the shoulder strap is a simple strap. I mean, there's no holes, you can't adjust the length whatsoever. And they do kind of have these like Dior D-rings in place to attach to the bag. The color of the strap matches the color of the handle, so it is a little lighter than the rest of the bag. And as for the length, it will be in the description box below. I don't know it by heart. I have seen it and I do have it, I just don't remember it. So you can technically carry the Lady Dior, this one in particular, by its top handle or on your shoulder. It's not a crazy long shoulder strap, as you can see, so I do not think you can wear it crossbody, but more so just on your shoulder. So like I mentioned, I do have all the dimensions for this bag. I will put them in the description box below. However, this size of bag is equivalent to the medium Lady Diors they do sell nowadays. It might not be exactly the same dimensions, but close enough. I mean, it's not considered the large and it's not the small either, nor the mini. So it is kind of the medium size. And I have searched high and low over the internet to find this exact model and this exact color scheme. I have not been able to find any on the pre-loved market, obviously, so I will look again, and I will put whatever I do find in the description box. If there are no links, it's just because I haven't found any that are very similar. It is kind of, I don't know if it's a rare bag, but they're not selling tons and tons of them on the pre-loved market. I did purchase this one on in store, the store where the boutique I did purchase it at is called Luxe Merchants. It is located in Montreal. Once again, I'll put their information in the description box below. They also do have a website for those of you who aren't in Montreal or who can't get to Montreal, so you can have a look there. They have an Instagram page, website, you name it. They have the whole 9 yards. So you can find vintage Lady Diors either in this like in different fun patterns or the classic Cannage motifs for around the 2,000, 3,000 mark. So they are reasonably priced. And this price point, obviously in like pretty decent condition, very good condition, or even excellent. I mean, when you do compare them to the Lady Diors that are being sold on the Dior website or in boutique, they are like a fraction of the price. So if you've been thinking about that Lady Dior and you kind of don't want to spend crazy amounts, you can go the pre-loved route. There are many of them on the market today. So as I've mentioned and I've said over and over again on this channel, the Lady Dior is such a classic and iconic bag, and I just like had to add it to my collection. And just the thought of adding this one really excited me. Adding a black or neutral tone Lady Dior was less exciting to me, so I did decide to funk it up on this one. But I do believe I will get a lot of use out of this bag, and it's a keeper. It's staying in my collection. It's like a permanent stay in the collection. So I'm very happy I finally got my hands on a Lady Dior, and I just can't wait to wear her out. So that's all for today. If you guys do have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. I'll be sure to answer. And if you like the video, please like. If you're not following, follow. And I guess I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys!